I like to compare the human brain with a computer because a computer is constantly processing data. And when you don't have a good cooler integrated in that computer, then the computer is going to explode. And I truly believe that we are living in a society where people are exploding all of the time. There's too much data that has to be processed, but there's not enough relaxation that the brain can work in an efficient way. We're constantly encouraged to do things, constantly encouraged to work and hang out with friends and then consume things on social media to get some information and learn new stuff and apply that knowledge to improve your life. And then you don't even. I know a lot of people, they have insomnia. That's this. What's it called? It's like a sickness. You cannot sleep. Chronic stress. We are living in a society where people are suffering from chronic stress. And even when most people, when they're watching a video of someone who's talking very slow with a lot of gaps, it's making them nervous. And they're like, come on, you gotta talk, man. You gotta, it's fast. But I think that's the source of a lot of people's suffering. The main source of people's suffering is the lack of understanding that you cannot be separated from the intelligence that is orchestrating the whole universe. When you understand that, and it's also beneficial to understand that it is important to find some kind of way to relax your mind, relax your brain. For me, it was, for a certain time in my life, it was hard to relax my brain because I was so conditioned to do things fast and efficient that I was trying to relax fast and efficient too. And it was like relaxing was a discipline for me. And I just kind of I want to encourage whoever's watching this video to see the value in relaxation. It is the cooling system of your computer. When you know how to relax, then it's much easier for your brain to process the data. And then you're really you're here. When your brain is free to process new data because it's not overstimulated, then you're truly here. And whenever someone's talking to you, you're truly present. You know what to say. You're not anxious. A lot of people are anxious because their brain isn't done with processing whatever happened in the last few days. And now new things are happening. They're not ready to process that data. That's what's creating a feeling of being anxious because it's just too much. And a good way to get rid of that anxiety is by getting rid of unnecessary information. A lot of people are constantly consuming videos on social media, consuming series on Netflix, or consuming the drama in their own mind. And it's just so important to understand the value of relaxation. I'm convinced that there are a lot of people out there who were not diagnosed, but they truly believe without a diagnosis that they have ADHD just because some video told them, you know, what's the behavior of a person with ADHD, and they think that they have ADHD now because the video says that when you behave like this, you probably have it. And I believe that there are a lot of people who believe they have ADHD, but they truly don't. They just consume too much. They have too much data to process. I truly believe that's something that's... it's not uncommon. So, once you truly understand that every step you take is guided, and it's not a woo-woo spiritual belief, it is something that makes sense once you see it. Because there is just this universal intelligence that is orchestrating everything. Like the flowers and the plants are not just growing upward, they are growing towards the sun. Just by instinct. And in the same way, we are just, our instinct forces us to grow towards the sun. It's metaphoric to say, it's a metaphorical way to say we have this internal intelligence that we cannot get rid of, that forces us to grow towards a state in which we just love life, we just like life. And in order to grow, sometimes we just have to also get the rain, you know. Feels negative, but when you know that nature is always leading the ship, then you know, even when it's raining, even when it seems dark and there's like depression, that's not an indicator that you're doing something wrong. Understanding that whatever you're doing right now is something that happens because it's intended by the force of nature. So there's no division between you and the universe. You are it, or it is you. You came out of it, you are it, and you're going to go back to it. You're immortal. It's like the energy out of which everything consists was never created. That's scientifically proven. So it's timeless. The energy which is all around us right now was never created. It is timeless. It's you. By default, it has to be you. And it is doing its thing in a very intelligent way. Somehow it managed to create human beings. So we can trust that that we are safe in its hands. Because we are it, and it is intelligent, obviously. So that realization makes you relaxed even during difficult times. There's a different, deeper kind of relaxation. Knowing that gives you the ability to truly let go. Letting go is something that is needed to calm down. When you don't trust life, when you think everything is out to get you, then you're constantly alert and you cannot relax and calm down. You cannot relax and calm down when you truly think that we are living in a cruel, hostile world. How could you relax if that's truly your belief? But once you see clearly that it's not a cruel world, actually it's not, and you're calming down, so you let go, you trust, just like you know, when you were a child. I hope you had a good childhood and experienced what it feels like to just relax and know that your parents are gonna protect you, so you don't have to think about it, worry about it. And in the same way, as an adult, you can trust life itself because it's just gonna take care. And so you learn how to just relax and calm down, and your brain is gonna slow down, and maybe you're even gonna reduce the consumption of unnecessary input, you know, and your brain is gonna slow down, and everything, the suffering is really gonna decrease until it, at some point, it's really gonna just, and then it's just clear that everything's fine. It's just, that's what I'm trying to share, because I had this experience a few years ago where everything was just like fine, and when I had this, I had great amount of peace, but a small amount of wisdom. I didn't know that this was so valuable because I was sucked back into the system and thought loop and stress, and it was worse than ever. And then I learned the value of this peace. That's why I'm having this channel right now. Because I wanted to like just record this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, so that it may never be forgotten again. And it's something that people have access to now. I hope there's like some kind of pointer that people can find a kind of peace that is not just created by a delusion, but created by reality of what is. By realizing, wait a minute, when I see reality as it is, then I can finally see that there is no reason to worry. Yeah. So that's it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment, and have a great day.